What's good, y'all? Today's video is about, man, this is deep, man. This is really deep. Today's video is about racism and who's truly responsible, who started the whole idea of racism. The world has a pretty fucked up idea of who started it. You know, everyone blames it on each other, when in reality it was embedded in your DNA a long time ago. Racism was embedded in your DNA years ago, okay? By, guess who? Dun, dun, dun! Psychiatrists. Psychiatrists are the reason for racism today. It started way back in the day. The first, if you was to do your research along with the video I'm going to be uploading today, you will then see that psychiatrists had an idea that black people were born retarded, ugly, and they should not mate with white people. But let's get this clear before we even start this video. There's no such thing as black people, and there's no such thing as white people. If you know a race of people who are the color of, let me see what I can find that's white. Let me see. Do you guys know anyone, this color? Do you guys know any race of people this color? Anyway, psychiatrists had an idea that babies, they were going so far that they were doing like torturous treatments on trying to make you, oh my God, I can't even get my mind right now. They were doing these treatments, so-called treatments, where a black male baby, allegedly black, a black male baby, they would put a chip in their brain so that they could control them if they got out of control and was acting like an animal. The public outrage is the reason why they stopped doing it. Because when the public found out they were doing that to African-American black male babies, they had to stop immediately. Psychiatrists are ruthless and fucking evil. That's the reason why when I used to study psychology and it was time to move on to psychiatry, my spirit wouldn't let me do it. It's something evil about them motherfuckers. I don't want to be a part of anything that's going to destroy the human race and make it worse than it already is. Ever since back in the day when they came up with this idea, it hasn't stopped. It's still going on right now. You guys can see the racism, but it's been embedded in these people's DNA. Black and white DNA. It's been embedded. So it's like, what? You have to wake up by yourself and realize that this shit is just not true. That's why we have good people from each race and bad people from each race. Because some people love the idea that they are smarter than this race, and I'm smarter than this race, and I'm better than this race. Like, all of that shit was embedded in your DNA, your ancestors' DNA, and passed to you. I'm gonna even take it as far as talking about diseases. People say, oh, this was in my family for generations and it was passed to me. No, it was not. It was mentally passed to you. It doesn't even exist. So it can't be passed to you. But if you right now was to start taking a psych med and telling yourself you crazy and you can't survive without this medication, and you start having children, what you think gonna happen? Soon as that child start feeling sad, they're going to say, I have depression because my mother had it and my grandmom had it. All of this shit is embedded in your DNA, is mental shit. You got to realize that you're going to go through something called emotions, and you're not going to feel good about certain things that happen in your life. So you have to get rid of the people or the situation. You don't have to go get medicine. They used to torture people to the point where they would put you in a casket, a coffin, and put you underwater. They would submerge you underwater and then bring it back up and open it, and you in there looking fearful, about to drown and everything, and they're trying to cure you of whatever is wrong with you by putting so much fear, they scare it out of you. What the fuck? They used to put people through some shit, man. Even to the point where they used to think that if something was wrong with you, they would say that the reason is because you had too much blood in your head. And they would start removing the blood from your head. They was removing blood. Then when they found out people was not getting cured, they would start to remove certain organs from your body because people were getting sick and vomiting. So they said they had to remove your stomach. Can you imagine this shit? Then when people still was not getting healed, they continued on to more and more fucked up shit to keep fucking up people's generations to come. This is so sick, bruh. Psychiatrists are the reason for racism and mental dis-ease, so-called mental dis-ease. All of these, like, the first psychiatrist, when he started writing books and his mental clinic was doing so good, he started to become rich. So around the world, all of the other psychiatrists saw this and they wanted to jump on board because the money, it was about the money, and it's still about the money. I keep telling y'all this shit. It's always going to be about the money. Like, and well, of course, and the power and control. Power and control come before the money because these people print money. So y'all gotta keep that in mind when you think about just the money, because they print the money. They don't need the money. Power and control is what they need. So at one point in time, they wanted to, not even wanted to, they did start killing off anybody who they deemed to be retarded, black, or have any type of mental problems. They were able to kill them. So this was a worldwide thing where they were just murdering people, blowing up areas. Millions of people were killed. See, this is when people say there are more whites than blacks in this world, you need to realize that's done purposely. Okay? That is done purposely. That was done a long time ago. Blowing up areas because there's a whole lot of black people there. Going to Africa and saying that people are dying of disease after putting it in their water and shit like that. These people are very demonic. And it starts with the fucking psychiatrist. If you have a psychiatrist, listen, if you have a successful psychiatrist, someone who can take control of your mental, which everything in this world is mental, then you know that's just the recipe for disaster. You could do whatever you want to do if you can get someone's mind. Okay? Why do you think slavery was transformed from the physical to the mental? The mental is more powerful. You got somebody mental, you got their body. If you can make them get up and go to work, they're going to bring their body along with them, right? Like, come on, bro. This shit is so sickening, man. Like, you got black people out here who just call white people devils, and you got devils who call black people niggers and all this dumb shit that came from stupid ass ancestors from back in the day who wanted to make fucking money, and they were killing off black people because they said they don't want black people to mix with white people, and white people look better, they're smarter, so they started basically trying to make areas as white as they could. Each area, their goal was they set out with their goal to make each area as white as possible. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel bad because nowadays when a black person come across a white person and call them a devil, it's much deeper than that. You don't realize that this person doesn't even understand what the fuck, where them thoughts came from. They don't have no idea why they're thinking this way. And if a black person calls a white person a devil, they don't even understand how deep this shit is and why they're feeling this way. You have nothing to do with your ancestors and their nasty ass fucking, their nasty thoughts and actions. You know what I'm saying? Unless you allow it. It's going to be embedded in your DNA either way. But it's up to you to take control and say, this shit ain't right. It don't feel right spiritually. This shit is evil. I can't judge a person off their skin color. You can't say that this person is stupid because they're a darker shade. All of these different shades of brown. But yet they tell you white and black. My stove is white. I never seen a person the color of my stove. My pots are black. I never seen a person the color of my pots. I've seen very dark, I've seen very brown people, different shades of brown. And I've seen very light shades of brown. Okay? This shit is fucking crazy. And then these are the same people who tell us what colors are. I'm sorry. These are the same motherfuckers who teach us what colors are. They don't say all colors come from brown. All colors come from black. They don't say that though. All colors. Now, I'm going to upload a video today. And I would like to give my live reaction. The reason why is because I uploaded a video explaining to you about you, how you are the universe, and it didn't get many views. I don't like that shit, because that's the kind of information that people need to move forward, okay? And to be able to teach their family the truth. So this particular video, I'm almost afraid to just upload it out of nowhere without my live reaction, because I'm afraid that it won't reach the amount of people that it needs to reach. On this platform, we have to share videos, because YouTube is not going to promote things based off of my title, my description. You know, they don't, this agenda is supposed to be well hidden, but it's not. I'm sorry. If you do your research and you seriously looking for something, you're going to get the exact answers you're looking for. This is a video that I told you guys about a few years ago, and I could never find it again. I had a strong feeling come over me with the name of the goddamn video. This shit was crazy. I was sitting there thinking, where's that video where they used to chip black babies, boy babies, when they were born? What the fuck is the name of that video? And no matter what I searched for, I couldn't find it. All I had to do was sit in silence, and something said, why don't you look up such and such? As soon as I looked it up, boom, it was right there. I said, yes. So I downloaded it. This is for the greater, this is for something, this is for the world to be a better place, okay? You guys need to know where racism started, why it started, how it started it, who started it. Like, you need to know the agenda behind it, everything, so that you can stop hating people and calling people devils for no motherfucking reason. Now, if you got a reason, because somebody done did some evil shit to you, I can't tell you not to call somebody a devil. But if you're doing it based off of skin complexion and you don't even know this person, that's some ignorant shit. Because some people are wise enough to understand their ancestors were assholes, and they were about money and division. And it's just that. There's some more words I could say, but I choose not to. But some people wake up and they just realize, like, this shit ain't right. Why am I hating a person? This person looks like a nice person. They could teach me something. Why would I hate this person? And this goes for each color. Each shade of brown. Man, fuck, boy. I'm not done watching. Like, I watched this video years ago and I can't remember it verbatim, so I'm watching it again. And right now I'm about 45 minutes in. And I said, let me go talk to the people, because the video happens to be 1 hour and 40 something minutes. So if I do it with you guys, I'm going to have to break it down to like 35 minutes each video. That's how long it is. I don't know if y'all attention can be held that long. So I'm going to have to break it down. But y'all have to know this information, and you have to share this information. You got to know about GMO, genetically modified. You got to know about this shit. Like, these motherfuckers took over the world by through your mental. So you can take over the world by your mental. You know what I'm saying? Your mental is everything. I've been telling y'all this shit how long? Your mental. Everything is mental. If something is wrong with you, your body will tell you how to heal itself. These psychiatrists and these doctors know this shit. But there's no money in you curing yourself and eating from the trees and eating fruits and vegetables and herbs and shit. That's not good for them. It's not going to get them any money. They can't grow from that. They have to keep hatred in this world. They have to keep division. You know what I'm saying? They got to keep you sick. Sick. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't never really be sick. You just be suffering from a dis-ease. First your body be at ease, and then it's at dis-ease because you're doing something wrong. So the universe sends you a signal to let you know you're doing something wrong. Go and clean your kidneys. You know what I'm saying? Go flush your kidneys. You know, you need to drink more water, so you're breaking out. You need water in your diet. You need to fit that in there. You know what I'm saying? You're getting a blood clot somewhere in your leg. You need to walk more. You need to stretch more. You need to maybe get yourself some equipment so you can work out in your house or something. Like, it's shit that we could just do, you know? Man, this shit is motherfucking crazy, bro. Like, so when you look at the next shade of skin, like if you walking down the street or you get into you looking at a video or something and you see a different shade of brown talking, don't instantly think, oh, that's a devil. Because those devils were back in the day at the beginning of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they had to make sure they found a way to encode your DNA so that when you have children, they will be able to say, I have anxiety, I have depression, I have all this shit that my grandmom and grandmom and great-grandmom had. Think about it. Think about it. People say it's passed down. Mentally. Okay? Someone has to be strong enough to say, I don't have depression. I don't have anxiety. In my family, I'm doing that shit. I don't have no motherfucking depression because I know it's a mind trick. I don't have anxiety. I just, when certain situations come up, my shyness from when I was a little kid, when I used to be shy around a bunch of people, it comes up where it's overwhelming. So they call it anxiety when really it's an overwhelming feeling of shyness, or you're scared, you're worried something won't go right, but it's not something you need a pill for, God damn it. Yeah, depression is a mind trick. Somebody said depression is no mind trick, sweetie. Well, guess what? You go ahead and keep living your life thinking depression is real. You take your depressed ass somewhere else. You don't belong in my chat. This is not for you. Let me tell y'all this again. My shit ain't for everybody. If you in here and you disagreeing with what I'm saying, take your ass somewhere, because you're not even willing to do the research. Depression is a motherfucking mind trick. I got a video called Depression is a Mind Trick. Why don't you watch that video? And then when you finish watching it, I want you to comment the same thing you just said, and I guarantee you that you won't. No, it's not. I've been on this for 20 some years for depression. That's because you're not mentally strong enough to realize that you are mentally abusing yourself because you're choosing to have those bad thoughts that you're having that's making you feel sad and depressed. You're choosing it. You don't have to think about that shit. You can realize that you live in the moment. You don't live in the past. You don't live in the future. Once you at least do that part, you'll be at some sort of ease with yourself. You'll be at ease with life. Like, you'll feel good knowing that I'm living for the now. I can't do anything about what happened in the future that's causing depression. I can't do anything about the future that's causing me to feel depressed when it's not even here yet. You live for now. So if you on medicine, you're not mentally strong enough to run your own body. You need to clean all that medicine out of your body, and you need to get on herbs that cure and heal you. Apples are one of them. If you was to not take that pill and you was to cut up an apple instead, at the same time you was supposed to take that depression med, you would feel good as shit eating that apple. Because apples are a natural remedy for when you're feeling like that, when you're feeling down. So people who love medicine, this shit ain't for you. You can go and take all the medicine in the world for all I care. Go, have fun. But like I said, depression is a mind trick. You are mentally abusing yourself by choice. Every day when you wake up, you have a choice to smile. You have a choice to frown. And some people just love being sad. Some people love abusing themselves. Some people love the word depression. They go around telling people they depressed. They write about that shit on social media. And that's all they're about. And we know these people because as soon as they call or as soon as they text you, your whole spirits drop down. Oh, here goes this depressed motherfucker. Because it's like, no matter what positive things you say to them, they love depression too much to be happy. Some people suffer from depression because they don't like happiness. They don't feel that they deserve it. That's something still deep within yourself that you have to fix, okay? And it might be your surroundings. It's damn sure the food you're eating, because that is your medicine. So it's damn sure the food you're eating. I guarantee you, if someone has known depression meds for 20 years, they are a meat eater. And if they say they're not, they fucking lying. You are a person who eats dead bodies and flesh. Say that when you need surgery, yo. Oh, shut up. That dumb people come here with dumb shit. I'm serious. Yes, okay, yes, shut up. That don't make sense. Of course you gonna surgery after medicine been eating up your body all that goddamn time. You say he a troll. He better be a troll. Some dumb shit. He be a motherfucking troll. And if you ain't a troll, you don't belong here. Because obviously you don't watch my videos, so you don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know who you are. Anyone who does not know who they are will say that they are suffering from depression. That's a fact. If you know who you are, you would never say, I'm suffering from depression, because you would understand it's a mind trick. And it's put there from your motherfucking, not your ancestors per se, but that shit has been embedded in your DNA. Like, you can remove that shit though. People think that when something is embedded in your DNA, it has to stay there. No, you have to try to do it before you have children. Or try to do it before your children have children. So that it can stop. Teach your children natural remedies so that it will stop, so that the next generation does not say, I have depression or anxiety because my grandmother and my great-grandmother and my great-great-grandmother. No, they just didn't know what we know now. Information is constantly coming out. And mind you, the video I'm going to show y'all has black and white videos in it, pictures, everything. They were recording back then, but we didn't have the internet. So it brings me to a point where I'm like, damn, if my great-grandma was still alive, I would have watched that video with her. That's how deep it is. She didn't even understand why she was racist. Yes, my great-grandmother was racist and didn't even realize why. She didn't know that about the psychiatrist and all that. She couldn't have known. You can't be that ignorant and know something like that. You can't. You know what? And also, when you have like a clean, pure spirit, you don't go around hating people for their skin color for no reason, whether it was embedded in DNA or not. Like me, myself, I never hated people for their skin complexion. Only if they treat me bad, no matter what color they are, then I'm going to give you the same motherfucking treatment, or I'm going to ignore you. Because I'd rather ignore people than give back the energy. I would rather ignore them. But yeah, man, shit is deep. Shit is really deep. I wish she was alive for this shit, man. She raised me to hate my skin color. She raised me to hate my skin color. Like, saying things to me almost every day about being a darker color. Like, and I used to always wonder, why did you... You know what? I ain't even gonna go there. I just wish she was alive, man. She died recently in her 90s. She died peacefully in her sleep. She ain't had no type of medical problems or anything. She just died in her sleep of old age. She was tired. She kept saying she was bored and all that type stuff. But I just wish I had a chance to watch the video with her, because she would have been so enlightened. You know what I'm saying? It's good to give information like this, no matter how old somebody is. That's vicious. You go through your whole life racist because your grandma was racist and hated black people. So you see how that shit works? Generational hate. So just be the one to stop that shit. Stop calling people devils, whether it be so-called black or white. Stop doing that shit and treat people how they treat you. Like, or this shit gonna continue to just be terrible, man. And I know that even if it's 1 million people, that's not a lot of people considering how many people's in this world, but it's enough to if you having babies, the baby's going to be enough eventually. It's going to be enough to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So the point of this video was to let y'all know that psychiatrists are the reason for racism. Point blank, period. Yes, they are. Along with mental illnesses that don't even exist. Okay? And if you out there taking a depression medicine, you need to slap the shit out of yourself right now, because you just don't want to face your problems and work them out and put them behind you, because it's too much of a hassle, because it's probably going to hurt you to face something. You're trying to run from something by taking a medicine that's going to put some sugar on it for a minute. Then when that runs out, you got to keep getting more and more and more for the rest of your life, when you could fucking face the goddamn problem, get rid of that shit, fucking bury it and move on. No, you want to keep on taking medicine for the rest of your life, over and over and over every day. And if you run out of it, you crying because you done mentally trained yourself that you need it, and without this medicine you can't be happy. It's fucking false. That shit is not true. Okay? This is what they fucking planted this shit in your ancestors, so it can be passed down through generation. Okay? And that's just that. And with all of this being said, look out for my video. It's everything I'm telling y'all plus more. You're going to get to see and hear from real psychiatrists telling you this shit. Activists, the people. You're going to get to hear and see documented proof, scientific proof of everything that I'm saying right now. And I told y'all this shit years ago. Okay? So when you see that video, I don't know what I'm going to name it yet. I'm probably going to name it the science of racism, or the science of I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet, but y'all gonna know when y'all see that shit come up. And you share the shit out that video, because people with motherfucking sense, people with love, people with a good heart, a pure heart, people who want this world to be a better place for their children are going to take heed to that video, and they're going to share it as well. And with that being said, we can only do what we can do. You know what I mean? Laziness ain't gonna get shit solved. And when you share a video and you can't even press the share button, you fucking lazy as fuck. Because it's not like you the one doing the footwork or putting your face on something like this that you know the world don't want you knowing about for real. They think you're not smart enough to find that information. So, yeah, the least you could do is share the video to help more people. Okay? Salute to everybody. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. And I am going to be doing that video a little bit later today. We gonna get some shit. We gonna heal some motherfuckers. We gonna heal some people out here. Fuck that. We gonna heal the ones who want to be healed. Okay? We gonna heal the people who want to be healed. Your mental is, you are energy, and everything is mental. You are energy and everything is mental. You are energy and everything is mental. All right, y'all.